Hi guys, it's Finn. And the lovely Nat has come to join me. We're not going to laugh. To talk about...
You're the one that's laughing.
Top surgery. You're making me laugh. So, yes, Nat's going to join me today. Hi! To talk about top surgery.
Yes.
And how it's been for you.
Yes.
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 Yes. Now we're at the other side.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. It's been, I suppose if we start at the beginning, then it was very scary. We were very nervous, weren't we?
Yeah.
I was very nervous. I didn't really know what to expect, so I don't know if that made it worse or not, really.
Well, I kind of explained to you what was going to happen, and we had a few guys kind of who have partners explain stuff as well and give you an idea about what to expect.
Oh no, of course, but being told and then actually literally going through it is, you know, there is only so much that you can be warned about, so I'm not trying to make it sound like really dramatic and anything else.
It is really stressful, especially when you're a couple, I think.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Because what was it you were nervous about? Was it actually losing my chest?
No, I don't think it was that at all. I knew that was going to happen, so, you know, I was ready for...
You didn't have access to it anyway, did you? So.
Well, no, so if anything, from that side of it, I was going to gain something because, you know, I can touch you in areas that I've not been able to touch you. I'm so rude.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that side of it was really good, you know, I was quite excited about that bit, because like, I have the whole of you for like the first time ever. But at the same time, the procedures that get you to that stage was probably my scariest bit, because, you know, I've not been under anaesthetic, and if I have, I was so little that I don't remember it. And I've never had anyone in my family or close vicinity of family and friends actually go through something like that, so I didn't know what to expect when you came back out, whether you were going to be awake or not, and obviously you do have the whole melodramatic bits of were you going to come back at all and stuff like that, so you know it was very emotional. But no, otherwise it worked out really well, except for having to go into surgery again.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. You know, I think the worst bit for me was obviously the first surgery, with you being wheeled out the room, was just...
Yeah. That was so hard, watching your face. I knew you were just holding on so you didn't break down in front of me, and it was horrible to watch. Horrible.
Yeah.
Bless you. I was so glad that Will was there, because if he hadn't have been there, I think I'd have told him to put me back in the room, to be honest. Bless you, darling. So that was really painful then?
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting that.
No, not at all. I didn't even realise there was still underlying ouchiness with that, to be honest. Yeah.
You've been so focused on kind of helping me to get well and what have you, that you've probably just haven't had time to kind of organise it all in your head, I don't know.
Well, no, I have kind of kept myself as busy as possible, I suppose, so that has probably helped hide it a bit. But yeah, I'm kind of a bit lost now. Where were we? So yeah.
Talking about wheeling me out the room. And then you had a meltdown.
Yes. In the room and just now.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, no, that was horrible because I don't know. You see so much other stuff on telly and everything else, and you think, oh my god. You know, you don't always expect it to happen to actually be a part of it. So our experience with that was interesting.
So glad we have Will there.
Yeah, me too.
That would be my biggest advice to partners, really, is to get somebody to be there for your partner, because it helped me so much.
Yeah.
It took a weight off me knowing, because leaving you like that was horrible, but knowing that Will was going to be there and you could kind of fall apart on him,
Yeah.
it was really helpful.
You know, I'm a very emotional person anyway, so...
That's why I love you, darling.
Oh, thanks, babe. So, you know... Stop laughing at me. So, yeah, I'm kind of, you know, I cry whether I'm full of all the joys of life or I'm the complete opposite of it and all the in-between, so it's kind of my defence mechanism, I suppose. But yeah, no, if I had the choice of not having to experience that ever again, that would be quite nice. And then I had to do it the next day.
Yeah, for anybody that hasn't watched my videos, I had a hematoma, which meant I came out of the first operation fine, and was fine right way through until 8 o'clock that evening, and then I developed huge swellings, and then they had to take me back in.
Yep. You had
Sorry, babe.
some internal bleeding, didn't
Yeah,
you? So
yeah.
basically that kind of, that and the fluid to try and sort it out made you swell up like a melon.
Yes.
So,
Very Dolly Parton-esque.
beautiful.
Yeah.
The lopsided one.
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of, obviously I missed that bit because most of that was in...
Yeah, you'd just gone home when it all started, hadn't you?
Yeah.
Well, you'd gone back to Will's.
Yeah.
In Brighton.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just got a dodgy phone call going, don't panic, but it's the worst thing you can ever say.
I know. The only other option was to text you, and that would have been even worse. I had to let you know just in case they'd taken me in before you could get there.
No, that's fine. I'm grateful that you told me, to be honest, but, you know, I like to take the mick out of you for stuff as well.
I know.
I'm allowed that for the amount you laugh at me, you
Yes.
see.
Yes.
But yeah, so... But the next day wasn't so bad, because I'd seen you come back the first time, so, you know, I was a bit more chilled out with it, and obviously Will was at work that day as well, so I didn't have the back of having someone to kind of take control and say, right, okay, we're going to get you out of here for a bit and go for a coffee, so thank you very much, Will. So yeah, I was knackered by then.
I know.
Absolutely exhausted, so I kind of just tried to make myself doze a bit in the chair until you came back, so...
And I think because you hadn't ever experienced surgery yourself or with anybody else really as well, that's probably why the first time was quite so dramatic.
Yeah, it was quite horrible, as you can tell. So, yeah. But no, obviously, coming out the other side of it, it doesn't seem as bad now, I suppose.
I healed quick.
You did heal
really,
quick.
Considering the hematoma as well.
Yeah. If anything, you were just really groggy lots, because you'd had 2 anaesthetics within 24 hours.
And lots of morphine and tramadol.
Lots of morphine, tramadol, antibiotics, paracetamol,
Yeah.
codeine.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you were like a cocktail of wee.
It's that teardrop.
Which was quite amusing, yeah. So yeah, once you get that little bit over and done with, really, which obviously isn't so little in my world anyway, the rest was quite easy, really.
What do you think of Yelland's team?
I think they're amazing. I think they really are amazing. You know, they're there constantly for you. Of course, they've got other patients to deal with as well, but, you know, any questions or anything you need to know, whether it's from nurses to his more administrative side, they were just there constantly. You know, it was, do you want cups of tea? And for me as well as for you, which was lovely, because, you know, I think they could probably see the panic on my face.
Yeah, I think Mr Yelland saw it anyway, even in the pre-op when he was explaining to you what he was going to do, and your face was just like, yeah, don't tell me anymore. So.
Yeah, no, that was No, I didn't actually feel too bad with all that. I don't know. It was still a week away, so, you know, I could pretend that it was still a couple of weeks away. But yeah, no, the team they're fantastic, even down to just the lovely ladies that come around asking what you want for breakfast, lunch and dinner, you know.
Yeah, your menus are massive, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're just so, like, attentive.
I know. But even when I'd leave the room or leave you to have a sleep and I went out for a cigarette or whatever and they walked past you in the corridor, they were stopping you and saying, oh, are you okay? Because they knew you'd gone down for second surgery.
Brilliant.
And one of them come up to you and was like, oh, so he's staying another night then, is he? And I was just like, yeah, you know, he just obviously likes your company so much and having a good old laugh with him in the corridor. So, you know, and the whole place just kind of put you at ease. It was so relaxed in there. The atmosphere was amazing, so...
Yeah, I'm really glad that they include partners as much as they did. This is the...
Yeah.
I don't know if I put this at the beginning, but I had surgery with Mr Andrew Yelland in Brighton at the Nuffield. I keep saying doctor because it doesn't seem right to say Mr.
Yeah, no, that
doesn't seem
confused
high
me
enough,
as
is it?
well.
Yeah, it's Mr Yelland, not doctor.
Yeah, so, no, but yeah, it was, yeah, but no,
No,
but...
but, yeah, but, yeah, but.
But, yeah. No, it was really good. I was, yeah, just, I'm speechless with the amount they were able to do for us all.
Yeah, me too.
Wanted to do for us, really, to make us as comfortable as possible, so, and obviously my main priority was making sure you were okay, and, you know, that was very, kind of put my mind at rest, really.
Me
knowing
too.
that you were in such good hands, especially when I had to go away overnight
Yeah.
and just leave you there. That wasn't, I didn't really like that either.
No, I know.
I wanted to like hide under the bed
I know.
and just sneak out when no one came in.
No, you needed rest as well, and that's why I'm also really grateful to Will, and would really recommend that if a partnership, you're going down there with a partner, go down with the threesome.
Yeah.
Not in that way, but somebody else to look after your partner, because just knowing that you had somewhere to go, because we convalesced at my mum's after, but she was in Eastbourne, so having somewhere near that you could go be with Will and he'd make you eat something and
Yeah.
make sure you get some sleep. That just took such a weight off my shoulders as well.
I know, I, especially for the first surgery, it was, I just didn't know what to do with myself. So, you know, after I'd had my little meltdown, which was probably a little shorter than I could have gone, I kind of made myself sort my head out enough to go down to him, because I knew that if I stayed there too long, I was just going to probably crumble. So yeah, and basically he gave me lots of hugs, which was much needed. Thank you, Will. Yay. And then basically I didn't know which end was up really, so I basically turned around and said, right, okay, you make all the decisions, I'm just gonna walk in a daze wherever you take me, I'm gonna trust you. So yeah, so we went out for coffee.
He's a good man.
Sorted that out, yeah. No, I just... Thank you. So yeah.
And it's been all on the way up since then, really, hasn't it?
Yeah, you have your odd grumpy day, so you know, and it kind of plateaus out a little bit, but, you know, it's kind of expected,
I don't think I'm
really.
that bad a patient, really, am I?
No.
Sound more convincing.
Sorry about that.
You stayed with my mum for that first week, so you had some support looking after me. Well,
Of a sort. She's not looking after both of you
I know.
instead.
Yeah.
Love you, Mum. But yeah, no, it was good to have someone nearby.
So it wasn't all on your head, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because I really couldn't do very much in the beginning.
And it was also just having her there so that, you know, if I needed, even if it was just like a half-hour breather, she was there and was able to do so much for you.
Yeah.
That I could go off and sort myself out and then come back again and start sorting you out again. You know, because, yeah, you were sleeping on and off, but you were also hurting quite a lot as well, so
Yeah.
sleep wasn't really your friend at that point as well, so...
Whereas now I can't stay awake.
That's true, that's quite nice. Lovely. So, yeah, no, it's been really good, actually. I was quite scared of helping you put your back support on the first few times. I didn't want to, you know. Oh my God! Is like, am I gonna squash a nipple, or is it gonna fall off when I take all this stuff off? But oh no, that's later on after the reveal, isn't it? So, but yeah, I was just really aware that, you know, you'd been cut in half, so.
Yeah, you were really nervous about touching it.
Yeah.
Or doing anything. And also, you've not been allowed to touch my chest until now, because when Liz Hills was showing Nat how to put on a binder, she was showing you how to feel down the side for any swelling.
Yeah.
And you were like, because it's inbuilt that you just don't go anywhere near my chest, so that's been quite weird for both of us, I think, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think you've quite enjoyed me being able to feel you
Oh,
up.
yeah, I'm loving it. even though they're a bit sore, when you like put your hand on my pec, I'm just like, oh yeah, I really like it.
And they do look really good though as well, so it's okay.
You're happy with how it looks?
Yes, I am happy with how it looks.
Yes.
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 Again, you know, you see all the pictures and stuff like that, but every single person that has it done, it takes differently, doesn't it, to a certain extent. So, you know, again, you're kind of going in blind, but, you know, even before we went back to get the staples out, you could just see, like, the form he'd put in there, that it was going to look really good. And, you know, I think my probably main curiosity of it all was how much of it was swelling and how much of it was muscle, and
which we still aren't 100% sure of yet.
well,
I mean,
no,
there's
'cause you're
definitely
still
pec
gonna
there,
be, yeah.
but there is still.
But you can tell that even with the
excuse
swelling
me.
that has gone down, that the form there is just amazing, really.
Do you like my Tarzans?
Yes, excuse me. I do like your Tarzans.
Yeah.
Be good.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's been a great experience though. Really,
Yeah.
this side of it, not so
Of
much
course,
the leading
of
up to the
course.
surgery. Actually, leading up and having the surgery was actually not the positive experience I wanted it to be. I
Well,
got
no, me
myself
either.
too worked up beforehand, I think, and
Well, that's understandable, you know. I was working all the hours under the sun, and, you know, that didn't really help. It kind of put more pressure on you to make sure you were ready, and while I was doing that.
But post-surgery until now, I think this has been amazing. The fact that it's worked out that Nat's been completely off work, it's just meant that we can kind of like just spend more time together and relax together, and it's just,
Absolutely.
I found this whole, like, last month just such a profoundly amazing experience. I've fallen more in love with you.
Oh, me too.
I'm such a happy kid.
Oh, falling more in love with you, not falling more in love with me.
I've fallen more in love with you.
Okay.
Yeah. And you've fallen more in love with me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I said me too,
Yeah.
and I just wanted to clarify that.
I mean, I knew
What?
that you loved me, but I don't know, just watching how attentive you've been and how much you care for me, it's just, there's nothing like something like this to show you how much someone loves you.
That's true. And again, you know, the other way around of just seeing you go through the processes of surgery and everything else, just put into so much perspective of how much you do mean to me as well. You know, it's as much as with every day that goes past, I know that I'm madly in love with you. You do kind of, it's like everything, you take it to granted because it's on a day-to-day basis, but when something like this happens, you know, it's just like, it was like getting slapped around the face a couple of times, you know, it's just like, wow. It just kind of brings that intensity of it back again. So, yeah, no, I am grateful for it on that sense. And obviously being able to have more of your body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait till I can use it properly.
Well, yeah, me too.
Yeah. No, the whole thing has just brought us so much closer together, hasn't it? It's been really, really wonderful. And it's like you're building my pecs at the same time, because you're completely and 100% kind of here taking care of me and all of that. So it's like the whole process becomes more both of us, not just kind of like my process of my new chest, it's ours, because you're feeding me or looking after me, and that's helping me to heal and grow. So
absolutely,
you're part of my
yeah,
new
that
pecs.
was one of the things I was scared of on the lead up to it. Of originally I was supposed to go back to work about 4 days after your surgery, and that just really didn't. No, it was about a week after your surgery, but
something like that,
still, it just didn't sit right. You know, just the fact that just seeing the movement you have now, there's still a certain amount of stuff you can't do,
I still
and
can't.
I wanted it to be me to be there to be able to help you do it, not have everyone else coming. It's a bit like having a kid and basically going back to work and giving it to a babysitter every day.
Yeah.
It's a bad analogy, but it works.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You want it to be part of this, because that's how this transition has worked, hasn't it?
Yeah.
That everything I've done in terms of transitioning has been something we've done together.
Yeah.
100% all the way.
Absolutely. We've walked side by side all the way down the road.
And the thought of me just being here alone, kind of going through this, just doesn't sit right.
No.
I'm so glad it didn't work out
Me
like
too.
that.
Me too.
I know not every couple can afford to do that, but...
Oh, I can't afford to do it, but...
No, I know. But in terms of our relationship, I think, you know, that it'll pay off in dividends. Because honestly, how I feel right now is just... I've never felt so close to you. It's just been amazing. Should I stop before we make you cry even more?
No, I think I'm over that bit. So
Sure, okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to add? Just that for partners going together, do get a third person, I think, for support.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Talk to other people that have had the surgery, and because that was helpful. There's a guy Finley, not me, it's another Finley, who he kind of messaged me about how his partner found it, and that really helped as well.
Cool.
Because you can kind of prepare then a little bit better together, because
yeah,
there's pros and cons of doing it alone and doing it together. Because doing it together, I've had to think about how Nat's going to react, and knowing that Nat's looked after helps me then to relax, and you know. So.
Yeah. Well, it depends on your partner as well. You know, if they're quite strong anyway, then it might not be necessary. But at the same time,
you're strong.
Having the backup
yeah.
is never a bad thing. You know, it's only for an hour or whatever. Even if it's just to get them, if you know when the surgery is, just get them to come in for that hour and say, right, okay, let's
I'll just be
go off
available
and
on
have
the
a
phone
cup of
or
tea.
anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I do advise that, you know, if you are very nervous about it all, then the worst thing you can do is sit in that room and wait for him to come back. You, as I say, Yelland and all of them will tell you roughly how long the procedure will take. So, you know, as long as you keep an eye on the clock. I was back 10 minutes before you got wheeled back in, and it was timed just right because, you know, sat there.
They will be in our show. Ginger biscuit!
I know.
Sorry about
big
that.
puff.
I know.
But yeah, you know, if I'd have had to sit there any longer, then, you know, I'd have been like, right, okay, there's something wrong then. He's not come back up yet. He should be up here by now. Whereas, you know, it was just about right. So.
Yes.
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 Ah.
And she's a wicked nurse. She's awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah, yeah. But thank you so much, darling. I know how honoured and privileged and blessed I am to have had you to
it's
go through all of this.
honour and a privilege to be able to ride this out with you, to be honest, and be able to be here for you. So, yeah, thank you. Just don't scare me like that again.
Oh, I promise. I
Okay.
will. Right, if anyone else is having top surgery and would like to chat to me and that about any of it, then just drop us a message.
Yes.
Happy to help, because, you know, I don't want people crying. So if we can help avoid that, we will. I'm only kidding, babe.
Uh-huh. Love you
You're a
too.
soppy git and I love you.
I know, I can't help it.
No, it's understandable.
I was just born this way.
I know, darling.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Right. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Thanks again, Matt.
No worries, thank you, Finn. See you later, guys.
See you later.
Take care.
Bye.